Today is the third day that I'm hauling solid manure out of the corrals there. I'm on the fourth corral, and the first 3 corrals went pretty quick. We were hauling to a piece of land that I think was a probably 2-kilometer round trip, but now we switched over to a field that's a lot further away. It's a lot sandier, so we want to get manure out there. And this field is a 6-kilometer round trip, so it goes a lot slower, takes a lot longer, but hopefully it pays off. So the first field that I hauled to, this little 50-acre field here, it's completely covered now. There are a couple spots that didn't get manure, but it's just too soft and we don't want to make ruts out there. So now the next field is at the end of this road and to the left. The second half of this road out to that field was never built up to be a proper gravel road, so it's just a dirt road and there's still a couple muddy patches. So I have to slow right down, which makes it take even longer. There's a patch of water up there, so I need to hop up onto this guy's field here. So we just pulled into the field and we're gonna start spreading manure. So I gear down to gear 7. Start rolling here. Then I rev right down. Turn the beaters on. Just the PTO. Rev back up. We're gonna open that back gate up. So that's all the way up now, and then we turn the floor chain on like that and it just stays in float. The reason why we're going through all this hassle, taking it so far away from our farm, even though we do have land that's closer and would be way more convenient to haul to, it's because all that land already had a ton of manure spread on it. This piece of land hasn't had much manure on it ever, and it's really sandy, really light soil. The manure is super nutritious and it's amazing for crops if you can get it onto fields that hasn't had manure yet. So that's why we're going through all this struggle. And you also can put too much manure on a piece of land. If you do it year after year after year, it can become a little bit toxic for crops you're going to try and grow there. So it's really important to keep shifting around where you're applying that manure, making sure not too much ends up on one field. And you can get a lot more value out of your manure if you're dumping it on a field that's never had it before. Look at that, more rain. Glad I closed the door on this thing. The rain buggered off now, but you can see everything got super dirty. Tires pick up mud and sling it all over the place. But it looks like you guys enjoy watching me pressure wash this stuff off, so it's not too bad, I guess. I tried to get the drone up there for a bit, but it is so windy out. It was barely even able to like fight the wind. It was pretty difficult, so I hope that looked good. And we're just gonna finish up that 4th corral here today, chase the cows back in there, and then I wanna make sure I have time to grease the loader and this manure wagon here. That hydraulic hose there is leaking. I noticed a bunch of oil all around here and just inside the rim and stuff. I'll have to pull it into the shop there and see what the heck is wrong with it. Had a little bit left in the corner there before this corral was done, but I think it's better we just call it quits and make sure it doesn't break more. We're just gonna lift the arms up just to get better access to that line there. And we're also gonna put the safety on the cylinders here so it can't fall down. That's the safety we're gonna put on there. It seems like it was just leaking out right in between here. But first I'm gonna go put on some coveralls. So the safety's on there pretty good, makes it so it can't seep down. Even if that hydraulic line came completely loose, drained all the oil, we'd be safe under here. We're hoping that it's just loose. It was leaking right here, so we're gonna see if there's anything to tighten. Okay, yeah, I can just twist that with my hand. Okay, so we're just gonna have to tighten this up, it looks like. That would be awesome if that was all that was wrong with it. Sweet, we got it tightened up there again. I'm gonna go see if that's what it was by hopping in the loader and running it up and down again. And hopefully that was it. Well, that seemed to be all that was wrong with it. We just had to tighten that up. The reason why I think that was loose is because we had a full service done on this thing. The original purchaser bought some sort of fancy 5-year warranty or something, and we bought it about a year ago, so there was still that warranty on it. So I think within the last month or so, they came out and did everything on this loader, and he probably had that loose and maybe it wasn't put up good again. Kind of sucks everything is covered in oil now, but at least it was a simple problem to fix. Now we're gonna take that off, put it back where we got it from, grab those 2 buckets left in the corral there. They're happy to go back into their clean corral. The reason why I want to back it into the shop only for greasing it is because it's got a concrete floor and this thing has a ton of grease zerks right underneath it. Then I can use one of these rolly things here instead of crawling in the mud outside. That thing should be all ready to go for tomorrow morning. Now we're gonna go park this back over by the corrals and grab the loader. All the ladies are catching up on their eating for the day. They're locked up in there for probably 8 hours or so. So once I get back in here, They come back into a nice clean corral, but they're kind of not really interested in it too much. They just want to get some food. This thing's ready to go for tomorrow too now, and that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons down below. Check out the Instagram @SaskDutchKid, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.